The departure of Omar Khan from Pittsburgh sparked a whirlwind of unexpected developments, and one of the most surprising came in the form of Russell Wilson's decision to sign with the New York Giants. The quarterback's free agency journey, which had been held in suspense for much of the offseason, is finally over. According to multiple reports, including one from ESPN's Adam Schefter, Wilson has agreed to a one-year contract with the Giants, worth up to $21 million, with $10.5 million guaranteed. For the Giants, this deal appears to resolve their quarterback dilemma for the 2025 season, regardless of the outcome of their draft choices. New York had been eyeing Wilson for much of the offseason, but their pursuit of Aaron Rodgers seemed to delay their final decision. The prospect of acquiring Rodgers began to fade as the veteran quarterback appears set to land with another team, leaving the Giants with a crucial decision. They didn't hesitate, though, acting quickly to secure Wilson's signature and bring him on board. The 36-year-old quarterback, who had spent the last several seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers, felt ready for a change of scenery. Wilson had previously been a steady figure for Pittsburgh, but the Giants' offer was one he couldn't pass up. New York, desperate for stability at the quarterback position, moved swiftly to solidify their future under center, despite already adding Jameis Winston to the roster in free agency. While Winston may still play a role, the addition of Wilson signifies that the Giants are seriously committed to their quarterback position, and they view him as an immediate upgrade. Despite the signing, the Giants may not be entirely done with their quarterback search. With the third overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft, the team could still look to select a young quarterback, allowing that player to develop behind Wilson, perhaps as a future starter. The draft pick could provide the Giants with a long-term solution down the road, while Wilson handles the short-term workload. Interestingly, the Cleveland Browns also expressed interest in Wilson during the offseason. However, it appears that either Cleveland waited too long to pull the trigger, or that Wilson simply preferred the situation in New York. Whatever the reason, it's clear that the Giants made a move that will have a direct impact on their future and potentially shift the trajectory of their season in 2025. Wilson's performance over the past year with the Pittsburgh Steelers was solid, but not without its challenges. In the 2024 season, he threw for 2,482 yards, 16 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions over 11 games. While those numbers were respectable, there were notable inconsistencies that affected his value in the free agent market. His performance particularly struggled toward the end of the season, where he seemed to lose some of his effectiveness. Still, his signing represents a significant step forward for the Giants, who have been in need of stability at the quarterback position for quite some time. The 2024 season was a tough one for New York, as the Giants ended with a dismal 3-14 record. Wilson may not be the long-term answer for the team, but he could provide the necessary leadership and experience to help turn things around. If the Giants' primary goal for 2025 is to regain some respectability and competitiveness in the league, Wilson could be the right bridge to get them there. His wealth of experience in high-pressure situations and his ability to manage games could be just what the Giants need to take a step forward after a rough stretch of seasons. In the wake of his signing, Wilson's former Steelers teammate, George Pickens, took to social media to reflect on their time together, posting a highlight of a particularly memorable connection between the two. The clip showcased the deep chemistry they developed during their time on the field, one of the few bright spots in an otherwise lackluster season for the Steelers. Pickens shared his admiration for Wilson with a heartfelt message, while Wilson responded with words of encouragement, saying, "God's got you." This mutual respect between the two players underscores the bond that formed between them, even as Wilson moves on to a new chapter in his career. For Wilson, last season in Pittsburgh had its ups and downs. Initially sidelined due to a preseason calf injury, he didn't see significant action until Week 7, when he took over for Justin Fields. Wilson showed flashes of the player he once was, but his inconsistency and struggles in the later parts of the season ultimately affected his market value. Still, he finished the year completing 63.7% of his pass attempts, a solid figure that speaks to his ability to manage an offense. Looking ahead, Wilson's move to New York is a turning point, not just for him, but also for the Pittsburgh Steelers. With both Wilson and Fields now gone, the Steelers find themselves in a rather precarious position regarding the future of their quarterback situation. Pittsburgh is currently relying on Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson to fill the gap, though neither of them provides the certainty that a team like the Steelers would want heading into a new season. For the Giants, though, the future looks a bit clearer with Wilson in the fold. While it's unlikely that he will remain with the team beyond the 2025 season, his experience, leadership, and ability to win in clutch moments should provide New York with the stability they need to move forward and potentially position themselves for a successful 2025 campaign. The deal also allows the Giants to maintain flexibility moving into the draft and beyond, all while addressing a position that has long been a source of instability for the franchise. In the end, Wilson's signing with the Giants could be one of the key moves of the offseason, and it will be interesting to see how it affects the landscape of the NFC in 2025. With a new chapter ahead in New York, both Wilson and the Giants have plenty of work to do. But for now, the 36-year-old